Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our beginner series for 2025. In the last episode, we did a lot of building, exploring, but now we want to continue with our awesome Artemis playthrough, our Artemis storyline, and maybe we'll do a little bit of exosuit upgrades, things like that, to get our inventory expanded because we ran out of room for upgrades in our exosuits, and we have a few upgrades, but we have nowhere to put them, so we're gonna have to expand out our inventory. But first, let's make sure, my number one rule always whenever you're playing the storyline in No Man's Sky, make sure to just check back in every once in a while in your log to make sure you are on the mission that you want to be on, because for whatever reason, the game will highlight a new mission. It'll switch your mission to, hey, look, you want to do your exosuit upgrade, right? Well, no, I don't, but thank you for that. If you do that, all of your mission markers will disappear and you cannot progress in a mission or a quest line unless it's highlighted. So keep that in mind. Always have it highlighted that way. Oh yeah, now we have a mission marker over here. Boom. So now we have that good. So let's go do that. We need to triangulate our position for Artemis. We only have one more left, so we should be able to do this pretty quickly. Let's fly down here. And then another thing we want to do, in the last episode, we actually finished off our advanced mining lasers. So we might dip our toes into some more advanced things that you can do in No Man's Sky, specifically ship hunting, and not just any ship hunting, sentinel ship hunting, which is really, really hard to do. But I think that we've gotten to a point where we have some good upgrades here. We could probably do it. And we have the advantage of a sentinel boundary map. This is a really, really big advantage to have when you're doing a sentinel ship, when you're trying to hunt down sentinel ships. But we'll get to that in a minute. First, let's get our triangulation done for Artemis. Let's fly down here. And remember, left and right on the D-pad. And, ooh, it's going to be right here, I guess. This is going to be our mission right here. Let's land over here on the landing area, which is always going to be a green circle if you get close enough. The reason you'd want to do this, you land on a landing pad or a specialized landing area, is you will never use any launch fuel. So you'll see my launch fuel is at 100%. If I take off, I'm still at 100%. You will never use fuel if you land on a landing area. So always look for these cool like green circles, or if there's like a landing pad, like at a space station, things like that, land there, or a trading outpost, land on those landing pads because it will save you some fuel. Definitely want to take advantage of that. Let's throw down our signal booster. And we're going to triangulate our position. And now we're done. We're good. So again, you don't need to keep it there. You don't have to worry about leaving it here for anything. You can pick it back up and you're good to go. And this looks like a cool observatory, I think. This is an observatory. So you will run into different buildings on every planet. Every planet's going to have a smattering of buildings. An observatory will locate an ancient site, an ancient ruin. It could be on this planet. It could be on another planet. It will locate one for you. So if you're looking for an ancient site, an ancient ruin, you can do that. Got on in here. And there's going to be an alien in here we can talk to. Toil Gek. The small creature is busy adding up trade profits when I appear. Sensing me, their eyes widen in anticipation, and they rub their fingers together greedily. And I can't understand you. Sorry, I don't speak Gek. Dang it. The life form pecks emphatically at the monetary figures on their pad, then bounces up and down. A warm and pleasant scent fills the air, a relief after the bitter cold that rages outside. So, the Gek aliens are the merchant race in this game. They love to trade, and like that's all they're about. They want to make a deal with you. They want to get money. That's what they want to do. So keep that in mind whenever you talk to them. They might have some good stuff for you. So you can pat them on the head. You can tap on the pad. You can give them 100 units. If you give them 100 units, they might give you something in return. Maybe not. It depends on, how lucky you are. So let's give them 100 units. The life form is clearly thrilled. They give me a piece of technology in exchange. So I got it's a C-class movement upgrade. What the heck is that? I mean, it's an upgrade. And remember from the last episode, you can dismantle upgrades and get some pieces from it. So, like for instance, this jetpack upgrade, if I dismantle it, I will get 50 dihydrogen, 1 carbon nanotube, and 1 wiring loom. So depending on what you're looking for, like if you need certain materials, or wiring loom is a very, very awesome thing to have. I always try to keep a stack of wiring loom on me, because when you build technology from a blueprint, a lot of times you need wiring loom, and you can't make that. You cannot build it, you cannot create it, you can't craft it, you have to buy it. Anyway, once we've done that, there's also a terminal in here we can interact with. At every observatory, most buildings will have a terminal like this. And when you interact with it, it will give you different things depending on the building. For an observatory, they will give you a small riddle, and if you can solve the riddle, it will actually reveal the location of an ancient ruin. Let's do this. The life form that works, or worked, in this installation left its equipment scanning the skies for interesting new systems and spatial phenomena. In its absence, it struck gold. A beacon has been received, and a transmission sequence awaits response. So, this is going to be kind of like a riddle, so you just want to look for patterns in this. I know the answer to this, like instinctively, because the first forms of these riddles are always the same answer. But the answer to this riddle, and it's going to be different numbers sometimes, but you see it says 1212 as the first set of numbers, then it's 2121. So it looks like everything's moving over to the left. So 1212, 2121, 1212. So the last one, or the next one, would be 2121. I discover a location within the distant stars. And so there you go. It's just like using a chart if you buy a chart from the space station. So I have a signal for an ancient ruin. And it's on a different planet. Look at that. So over there. Good lord. Ancient ruin off planet. And there's going to be different kinds as well. So like if you go to a transmission tower, those are looking for distress transmission. So they will find you a crashed ship. You know, so, and there's also like abandoned buildings. They will have eggs on the outside. There's a lot of different buildings you can run into. Oh, we have a blizzard coming. So before we leave, though, I'm going to check this damaged machinery, see if we can get anything good out of it. Get rid of that. Come on, that junk. Yeah, we got a hyperdrive upgrade. Dude, look at that. We have a C-class. Yeah, we don't have really good ones here. So let's take out this C-class. We know that's 100 light years, right? If we install this one, that will give us, 189 light years and warp cell efficiency. So that's why we'll get rid of this C-class one because we have a better one. Oh, and we have our buried technology here. Let's grab it. And we're in the middle of a blizzard, so let's get out of here. So we have our location triangulated. So let's go talk to Artemis and see if he knows where we're at, or if we can show it to him and maybe he can figure it out. Let's get up here. Artemis! When I first reached out to the heavens, I had no idea what to expect. The beauty, the mystery, the adventure, the danger. And here we are, aren't we? Go to Holoterminus, upload your data. Let's find each other. Let's go. I need to find a Holoterminus, so I need to scan for it. You do a scan while you're in space, and it'll mark a location of a Holoterminus for you on this planet, way over here. So let's head over there. Oh, it's a moon, because it's really close. It is our volcano moon. I like this thing. This is pretty cool. Let's get down in here. And there's a landing pad. You can barely see it, but there's a landing area. That big circle right there. Let's land here. And we're in the middle of a storm. We're in a hot storm on this planet. So let's get up here. That way we don't melt. Climb up this ladder. So I will say this is going to be more of an advanced tip for you, but every different storm on a planet will give you different benefits. So for instance, on a hot storm, if you're in a superheated storm, your jetpack works way better. It's overcharged in a superheated storm. That is freaking awesome. If you're in a radiation storm, for instance, because it's radiation, it causes you to get double resources whenever you're mining with your mining beam. Keep that in mind. If you're ever on a radiation planet and you're running around in a storm, start mining everything. Your ferrite dust, carbon, because you're getting double. Only with your mining beam. Not with your ship. Only with your mining beam. You have to be on foot. Same thing for your jetpack. It only works better. You only get a jetpack, overcharge if you're on foot. And, like, if you're on a toxic planet, it will actually allow you to run farther. You'll run a lot longer before you are out of breath. So keep that in mind. Every storm has a different benefit to it. Keep your eyes peeled for that. They will give you tooltips in the bottom left-hand side of the screen. It says, hey, look, superheated storms in the atmosphere improves your jetpack efficiency. There you go. So if you ever want to know what a storm does, hit left or right on your D-pad and it'll switch between all the different tooltips on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Keep that, just go through there. Boom. Now we can kind of see what's going on. Let's upload this stuff to Artemis. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communications across long distances. Let's get it. Come on, Artemis. Have you triangulated your position? Let me know when you're ready to receive some data. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Excellent. We're getting ready somewhere. Or we're really getting somewhere. Hold on. Artemis transmits some data of their own. A star chart showing the skies around their location. I don't have any equipment, and I don't know where I am. I don't even know how long I've been here, so I've taken an old-fashioned approach. I've sketched the stars. You don't have... Wait a minute. You gave me the recipe for a signal booster, and you don't even have one? Artemis, what are you doing to me? You should find plenty of locals able to match our star systems. Or our patterns. My ship was nearby, so we can't be that far apart. I'll patch my translator through so you can understand what they're saying. You'll need to calibrate it first, but that should only take a few words. So we need to go talk to the local aliens and figure out what Artemis was drawing, like what his star systems are, or his stars are. Good luck! Or maybe, see you soon. So yeah, now we have to go figure out this freaking thing here. But he gave us a translator, so translators are really, really awesome in No Man's Sky at first. Once you learn a lot of words, they're kind of useless, but in the beginning, they're very, very useful. So, an automatic translation device, this device must be calibrated by preloading with existing translation data. So what a translator does is it will randomly translate one word out of the conversation you're having. So if I talk to a Gek, an alien, and they give me one sentence at a time, right? I get one word out of that sentence translated for me for free without knowing it. However, if you already know the words, like if you know a whole bunch of words for that language, it's not going to be of use to you because it's translating words you already know. So that's why in the beginning of the game, the translators are very, very good, very useful. But as you progress and as you start unlocking different language, like getting a whole bunch of words, learning them, it kind of becomes redundant because you already know the words that it's going to translate for you. Let's grab some copper. Since we're here, always try to, especially when it's like right next to your objective. I mean, why not, right? Let's grab this. Beautiful. And so we'll throw this in our backpack refiner. That way we can get some chromatic metal going. I'm gonna grab all of this. I need all of it. That's a lot of copper, man. We're gonna have a lot. I love it when you have a really big deposit like this, because then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get like 600 copper. which will turn into a whole bunch of chromatic metal. And I think that's about it. Done and done. And then we have a damaged machinery nearby. Let's see if we can get another upgrade out of here. Get rid of the junk, of course. And we got an underwater protection module. That's, I mean, we can't use it because we don't have any room. We definitely need to start upgrading our suit. Because, good lord, we have no room for anything anymore, you guys. But first, we need to calibrate our translator. You only have to do this for the Artemis translator. Later on, you can buy and you earn different translators that will help you out even more. But the one that Artemis gives you just needs to be calibrated, so you're good to go. So we need to find... Construct in the inventory. Oh, we need to actually install... Oh my god, we need to install, but we don't have any room. Well, let's refine this. And while that's happening, let's look for a drop pod. So remember we found the drop pod charts? These exosuit upgrade chart? If you use this, it will find the location of a drop pod for you, which will upgrade your inventory. So let's go do that while we're waiting. Let's go do that. So there we go. We got one right here. Boom. Ooh, it's 7 minutes away. That's not even that far. So this will allow us to upgrade our inventory size. Now keep in mind, you don't have to spend any money on it, but you will need to use materials in order to fix the drop pod. That way it will give you an upgrade to your suit. So this is going to be just like the ones you find on the space station. It's just that they're broken and not they don't charge you money. But it works the same way. So let's get down in here. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. And keep in mind, you don't need to stay here for your mission objective. If you want to do this milestone somewhere else, you could totally do that. It is not locked to a particular system. It's not. So if I wanted to, let me grab all this stuff because I need some materials. If I wanted to, I could leave and go to another system. And we might actually do that because I want to get some good stuff going. Remember, for the exosuit upgrade stations, you're going to need 1 antimatter housing. You're going to need 10 sodium nitrate, which is a refined version of sodium. And you're going to need 1 carbon nanotube. So we don't have the antimatter housing. Let's make one of those in our inventory. Boom. And now we have all 3 items. So if we install it, just like if we were fixing a broken ship, install those materials and it unlocks it, for free. I keep saying for free. It does take materials, but it doesn't cost you any money. So that's why I consider it free. But we need technology, so let's put one up here. There we go. And now, just like the space station, you cannot buy another one here. So once you've used it, this one is used up. It will not work again. You can't just come back like an hour from now and do it again. But since we're here, and well, actually, you know what? Let's see if we can. Let's install our translator. Oh, of course I need microprocessors, and I need... Son of a... Dang it. We need copper for that. Well, you know what? No. You know what? We're going to go to a normal system. We're in our pirate system still, right? Let's go to a normal space station. And what we're going to look for is... notice how now, when I'm in a pirate system, it has a skull as the combat, and it has a little tiny skull next to the economy. So if you're looking for a pirate system, an outlaw system, that is what you're looking for. You're looking for a little skull. That means it's a pirate. It's outlaws. But another thing we can look for is a system called a dissonance system. So let's look around here. Water, dissonant. So that is what we're looking for. If you go to every system, I don't have any upgrades installed on my ship. You can get an economy scanner that'll tell you what the economy is before you get there. Or a combat scanner. It'll tell you the combat rating of that system before you get there. However, we don't have either one of those, so We don't know what it is. It'll be unavailable because we've never been here and we don't have any scanners to see that. However, we can see it says 119 LOI, which is light years. That's how far away it is. It is G3F. That is the approximate location in the galaxy. And then dissonant. So that means it is a corrupted system. That's a good thing. If you go to another one, you see it says water on that one, right? 139 LOI, G4P, and then it says water. That means there is water on a planet in this system. Some systems don't have any water whatsoever. Every planet is dry. So like this one right here. It just says G0PF, and there's no water, there's no dissonance, nothing. This is a dry system, which means there's no water. But we're looking for a system that says dissonant right there. So let's get in here, and we're going to head to this system. So a corrupted system has sentinels that are corrupted. There's going to be a planet that is covered in purple crystals. The advantage of that is they are corrupted sentinels, which means they are tougher. However, that is the only location, these corrupted planets are the only locations where you can find a crashed sentinel ship. Every other planet will have all the different kinds of ships. You can find solar ships, shuttles, haulers, everything. But the corrupted planets are the only place that you can find the sentinel ships. So let's scan these planets and see if they're corrupted. This one is not. It's a cloudy planet. It has a vile brood on it, so those are kind of monsters that live underground. Not corrupted, though. This is another vile brood planet. It's a quagmire, so it's a swamp. Let's do this. Oh, these are pirates that are going to attack me. What is this vessel I see before me? It offends me, interloper. You offend me most of all. Grah. We demand restitution. Pay for the crime of your continued existence. So, if you want to, you can basically pay them, and they will leave you alone for a little while. You can alert the authorities if you have a defense chip. That is a rare item that you can find or you can earn by doing missions. Or you can refuse. If you refuse, they will attack you. If you bargain, you're not going to give them full price. They might attack you. They might say, that's good enough. You know, it's randomized. Sometimes they'll be happy with just a bargain. Sometimes they'll require full price. And even if you pay them the bargain price, they'll still attack you. I am feeling very lucky today, so I'm going to refuse. I want them to attack me. Grah, we will feast upon your flesh, interloper. Okay, so now they're going to come in and attack me.
Hostile ships approaching.
So this is another thing we can keep in mind. If you press up on your D-pad, you'll see it changes. Now I'm diverting all my power to my weapons. So let me show you what that means. So if you go into your pause menu, or in your inventory, now you'll see my damage potential is 133. I'm doing more damage. If I switch it over to my engines, I go back in here, my damage went down to 107. If you divert power, it changes the power in your ship from one item to another. So again, press up on your D-pad, and you'll see at the bottom right-hand side, it'll change the symbol of where your power is at. Now I'm diverting all my power to my shields. So now my shields have more power, but everything else is a little bit weaker. So you're basically taking a little bit of your points away from one and putting it into another stat, essentially. I want to do balance. Like by default, it is balanced. You see that little like square? That means everything is getting the exact power it needs. So I'm at 124 damage potential. Again, if I go back to my, do my damage potential to my weapons, boom, 133. So these red-tailed ships, these are pirates. And if you shoot them, you see that yellow orb around them? That's their shield. So they are shielded from my attacks. They won't take any damage until their shield is gone. Now that their shield is gone, if I shoot them... Oh no, his shield came back because he recharged. But if I shoot them, yeah, see, now he's taking damage on his white bar. That is his health bar. Boom and boom. I just shot him down. Heck yes. But we have another one. There's another pirate around here somewhere. We saw 2 of them come in. So you see that red or glowing red and the orangey arrow? That's where the pirate is. He's over here somewhere. Oh no, he flew away. Okay, he left. He was like, nope, screw this, I'm out of here. So he left. We're good to go. So essentially, that's what you want to do if you want to divert power. Like by default, if everything is balanced, you're good to go. But if you press up on your D-pad, it will change the power output to whatever you choose, your shields. Like if you have really low shields, you might want to divert your power to your shields. If you have really like crappy weapons, maybe divert your power to your weapons to give you a little bit more of an advantage. You give it a little bit more power to your weapons, whatever you prefer. Doesn't matter. You know, I like to keep mine balanced. And maybe if I'm like trying to run away from the sentinels, I divert it to my engines. That way I go a little bit faster. That's what I do. But usually I just keep mine in the middle. I keep mine on balanced. That is a fiery planet with ancient bones on it. We don't need that. Let's see. We need a planet that is corrupted. This is a frothing planet, not corrupted. And this last one over here, it looks like it has water on it. It is a nuclear planet that has gamma root, copper. There's no corruption on that planet. So where is my corrupted planet at, I wonder? So I can't see any other planets. There's a secret to this, though. You press down on your D-pad, go over to your gear, your utilities, and switch your Starship view. So now we have a radar here, and we can kind of see there are different planets, and we need to go up and down. You see that radar in the center. There's circles for your planet. So I know there's a planet right in front of me. That's what that circle is, right in front of my radar. If I switch it over, you can kind of get an idea of how this works. There's 2 planets right here. You see those orbs got into view now? In my cool triangle at the top of my radar? That the top of your radar is where you're looking. And you have a horizon line kind of like that. So I can see where these planets are. We have that one. We have that one. So we need to look for... Is that a dissonant planet? Nope. Silver. All right. So that means that there's a planet behind this one, and I just can't see it. It's over in this direction right there. It's probably right there, so I can't see it. But that's probably our corrupted planet. Let's go down here and look. Whoa, we got an abandoned vessel. This is a random mission that will pop up. Let me see what's going on here. And it has a... Ooh, it's an abandoned vessel, but it has a skull on it. What is this? Incoming message, distress frequency. Bzz. Reject their lies. Follow us to freedom. The ship is broadcasting the same message over and over. An endless loop. Its message has decayed over time, but there are still salvageable coordinates amid the noise. I shut down my receiver and input the coordinates to my ship's navigation system. One final check reveals no life signs, no further intelligent message from the abandoned vessel. So that vessel was putting out a message, a distress beacon, but there's no one on it. There's no one alive, and you can't take it. I've never... let's see, can we shoot it? Can't kill it. So yeah, this is zeros. So this is basically just a quest giver, and you will randomly run into this. Like, I got mine now. You might have gotten yours earlier, or maybe you won't get yours till later on. But they will randomly pop up. And so now, if you press your pause menu, where now, look at that, it switched our mission to under a rebel star. That was the mission that ship just gave us. Again, make sure you go into your pause menu and go to your log and make sure you're on the mission you want to do. You will get tons and tons of missions, and the game likes to switch over because they want me to lose all my hair, I think. All right, we don't want to do that. We want to do our Alone Amidst the Stars. But first, let's do this unknown planet. What is this? This is an abandoned planet, and that means it has no life on it, but it is also a corrupted planet. You see it says dissonance detected? That is corruption. This is not a good planet to go to. So we want to get a normal planet, a hot, a toxic, whatever planet that will have buildings. Remember, an airless planet will have buildings, but they're very rare. Oh, I'm being scanned. Uh-oh. I forgot. Wait a minute. I have forged passports on me. Oh god, the sentinels are going to get me. We need to go to the space station. Let's go to the space station. Oh my god. I forgot we have illegal items. We have black market items on us. If you do that, the sentinels will find you. So let's go drop these off first before I get caught. This is also a brand new system, so we can go and buy inventory upgrades. That way we can start installing more upgrades if you wanted to on our suit. There we go. Beautiful. And now let's sell those passports before I get in trouble. Remember, we spent, I think, $3 million on them when we bought them originally. If we go to sell, go to our ship. If I wanted to sell those passports now, ooh, look at that. No, we spent $1 million. We're about to get $2 million. So you see how it's a green and this is 169%? That is the markup. That is how much they're paying me. That's why it's green. So if it's 100%, that means normal. Minus 2%, oh no, 0% would be normal because that's flat. Minus 3% means I'm actually losing money on that. They're buying it cheaper than what I bought it for. Green plus % means I'm selling it for more than I bought it for. So I think I spent $1 million on it and now I'm selling it for 2, I think. Either way, we're getting a good deal and I need to get rid of those freaking passports. So, okay, we're good. We're going to sell the salvage data as well. And then do they have anything good we need? Well, we need a microprocessor, so let's buy one of those. Need that for our translator. And again, ferrite dust, cobalt, because those things make batteries. We need those for later. Nothing really. I can always, again, if you have plenty of money, you can buy these materials and you can use these to build stuff. But we can also farm this if we land on a planet. So I don't really like to buy stuff unless I absolutely need it for now. Okay, I think we're okay. Move all this away. That way I don't have to worry about it getting caught. Let's go towards that planet, the corrupted planet. Now that we got rid of our passports, I don't have to worry about the sentinels coming after me. Thank God. And again, it's over here on the other side of this planet. Let's go over here. It is a dissonance planet. But this is not a good one, simply because, like I was saying earlier, you want a planet that has a lot of buildings on it, because if it has buildings, that means it's allowed to have crashed ships. This one might have crashed ships on it, but I'm willing to bet it won't, simply because it's an abandoned planet. That means it has no oxygen, probably. It has copper, rusted metal. So there's going to be nothing really on this planet other than, like, ancient ruins, that kind of stuff. So more than likely, we're not going to run into any sentinel ships or harmonic camps. That's what we're really looking for. Well, let's go down here and I can show you what a corrupted planet looks like. So as we get in here, every corrupted planet has a purple filter on it. So everything looks purple. If I zoom out, look at that. Everything has like a shade of purple on it. Well, let's land right here. So you'll see this planet. Look at that, all these purple crystals. These are living fragments of Atlantidium. I call it Atlantium. But yeah, so we have all this stuff here, and there are corrupted sentinels here. They are stronger versus regular sentinels, so keep that in mind. You don't really want to do this unless you have a lot of upgrades and you're ready to take on some stronger enemies. However, what we really need are these radiant shards. These are big purple crystals, and you can only farm these if you have an advanced mining beam. So I have my mining laser. I can do that, right? I can farm this up if I wanted to. I can do this one as well, see? But if I remove that advanced mining beam, I don't have it anymore. I just took it off my multi-tool. Now I can't. You're not allowed to farm these unless you have an advanced mining tool. There's no way around it. You can't punch your way through it. You can't shoot it with your ship. Nothing. You have to have your advanced mining beam in order to farm those up, because they are required to basically fix a sentinel ship. A sentinel ship requires a whole unique set of items like radiant shards. The other thing we can look for is they have resonators on dissonant planets. There we are, a dissonance resonator. These are machines that are only found on corrupted planets, dissonant planets. And they are farming the resonance, their dissonance resonator. And they will usually have sentinels protecting them, and they're going to be corrupted sentinels. Let's head over here, fill up my life support. So here we go. Now, corrupted sentinels look a little bit different compared to normal sentinels. They have purple crystals hanging out of them, and they are stronger, and they can heal each other and themselves. So be ready for that. However, these machines are very, very important because they have what's called an inverted mirror. This is another item you need in order to fix a sentinel ship. Now, keep in mind, once you attack this to get the inverted mirror, you have to blow this machine up. The sentinels will come after you because they're here to defend the machines. So we do not have a weapon whatsoever. We have a mining beam. We do not have weapons. So I can't take on the sentinels, and I don't have any shields. No, I have one shield upgrade. I don't feel comfortable doing that. So there is a trick to this as well. If you're far enough away, the sentinels won't know where it's coming from. So what I would highly, highly suggest, especially early on, is open up your visor, highlight this, tag the resonator. That way you make sure it's tagged. So now it's highlighted so I can see it no matter where I go. And run a good distance away. If you are beyond 150 units, 150 meters away, you should be far enough to where the sentinels can't see you because you're too far away. Now, there is an asterisk to that. If you shoot a sentinel, they can still see where it's coming from. So you can't mysteriously like shoot them from that far away and they get confused. They know where the shot's coming from if you hit them. But if I hit the machine, all they know is that the machine is in danger and they're looking in the immediate vicinity for an attacker, but you're too far away so they can't see you. So let's do this. So you see, they're all pissed off. They're like, what the heck's going on? Oop, don't shoot the sentinel guy. Just shoot the machine, not the sentinel. Yeah, see, look at, they're all like freaking out, like, what the heck's going on here? But if I just keep doing it, nope. Don't shoot the sentinel. And so they will like wander around. They're floating around looking for the attacker. And so you can accidentally hit them. That's the scary part. But if you don't, if you just shoot the machine, like I'm trying to aim away from that. That way I don't hit one of them. Don't hit that guy. Yeah, he's flying in front of it. Don't hit that guy. And yeah, look at it. They're freaking out. They're like, what the heck's going on here? Oh, don't hit that guy. Oh, I broke the machine. It's done. So now they don't know what the heck's going on. I just broke the machine and I can just run away. So they're freaking out. They're trying to figure out what the heck just happened. And I got my cool machine. So now let's just run. And we have another one over here. So keep in mind, though, all the sentinels talk to each other. So if you run into another group of sentinels, like if I run into the sentinels that are over here, they will rat me out and all the sentinels will come over to my location. So keep that in mind. Oh, the worm is a bait. Oh, no! I didn't think I got caught by these guys. Yep, these guys caught me. Well, let's see if we can get this guy right here. This one. This is going to be... Ooh! If you go up to it and you look at it, it says Echo Locator. That is a unique item. That is a locator to find a harmonic camp, a sentinel ship location. So we want this. We want this right now. So I'm gonna break this thing open. Boom. So now I have an echolocator chart. And these spider-looking guys, yeah, look at it, they're shooting me. These guys aren't a big deal. One of them's not a big deal, but they are in groups of like 5. So you will get murdered by them just because there's a lot of them. So all you gotta do is run away. Just run away. But the big spiders, so they have little tiny spiders like we saw right there. They also have large ones that will come after you. So keep in mind, you don't want to mess around with those guys. So we have an echolocator chart, you guys. That is a unique item that we were looking for. This, if you scan with it, it will mark the location of a harmonic camp. And you can use that to find a sentinel ship. However, we need to get the heck out of here, because I also don't think that there's going to be a harmonic camp on this planet simply because it is a radiation planet or a dead planet. So dead planets aren't going to have a camp. They're not going to have like crashed sentinel ships. None of that kind of stuff is going to happen on a dead planet, an airless planet like this. But just to double check, we're going to get close to my my ship. That way I can fly away if I need to, and we're going to fire it off. Locator failed. No harmonies detected in the current system. So we are in a corrupted system, a dissonant system. However, we have no camps here. If we just keep firing it off, it'll never work because we're not in a corrupted system that has one of those. So, what we're going to do in the next episode, we are going to go find a sentinel ship. We're going to go to a different system and we're going to do that. So hopefully you guys liked the episode. If you did, hit that like button and I will see you guys next time.